And we live. We should be. Yes, looks like we're going live. Just throwing on some music to kill some time. Going live extra early because want to avoid issues with VPN. And just to answer your question earlier, Hex, because Hex is in the gorilla position right now, I switched over to a tab that I was watching SmackDown on. But I jumped out of that because I wanted to be considerate of anybody who may come in, like, intending on watching SmackDown at a later time. Because I realized that one time I spoiled Jesse like that before we were getting into the Rampage watch-alongs. And I was like, oh, my bad. But yes, this music's just to kill some time as we vibe for a few moments before we hop over. Because yes, how these watch-alongs occur. I use my VPN to jump on over to whatever the fuck place that will allow me to use commercial-free AEW Plus, which gives me commercial-free versions of AEW content. Which is so much better for these watch-alongs. Welcome, Zeeb. Oh, we've lost a Hex. What? Where'd Hex go? Welcome. Oh, there's Hex. I return Hex now. There we go. And I agree. Slap that bad boy on Taya. Such a boogie. Shout out to Inix. YouTube.com/Inix. Great feller. No, you're good. No worries. But yes, just dropping. This is the channel that me and Jesse introduced me to this channel. They make great 80s mix of wrestling music and some other music as well. And that's constantly the source we're using for our opening and stuff. In fact, I feel obligated at this point to hit them up and be like, hey, are you okay with this? Because we've been doing this, and I never checked with you. You know, we aren't by any way monetizing it or doing anything like that with it. But regardless, I feel kind of icky now that I've put the thought together. At the very least, I should throw their thing in all the watch-along streams, because that's, like, in the description of the watch-along streams, intro music done by Inix kind of thing. Yeah, that's actually something I should make a note to do. I don't have anything to write on this test. I know what I'll do. I'll go throw it in the garbage. Sorry if this is weird for those on the watch-along stream. Just a moment. Bear with me. Where is it? Okay, found it. Okay, there we go. You know, something I'll get around to doing. Alright, we got some vibes going as we approach towards the show. I almost just kept SmackDown rolling. I mean, I didn't want to spoil anybody who came into the gorilla position. But I also almost kept SmackDown rolling just coming into this watch-along, because I was curious about the main event. Hey, Craig. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, champion. And I'm with you, Hex, on what you said earlier. I wouldn't mind Taya winning the title, but I wouldn't exactly call that a minor title change. The TBS Championship has solely existed on Jade Cargill, and it's been for over a year. So I feel like once she drops that title, no matter who or under what circumstances, it's gonna end up being a big deal, you know. Oh, this is not even wrestling music. Ha. Only a few minutes till we'll be jumping over. Music skipped there. It scared me. But how goes it, Craig? What's up, friend? What? Oh, that. Still Ultimate Muscle. Thank you, good sir. I'm a little sad my original thing could have happened, but... Oh? Wait, what? It's not able to happen? That's sadness. Oh, I didn't even know. You have to communicate with Jesse about it, actually. This is very unfortunate. My apologies, my friend. Oh no, Anarchy. You know what? I guess that makes sense. It's a really old game. And NPC versus NPC wasn't a feature that's like always been around, even though it feels like it is, you know? I feel like since the dawn of gaming, you can be like, well, since the dawn of console gaming at least, you could be like, no, I'm just going to remove my controller from the slot before picking the character. Man, maybe that's just like a 90s/2000s kid thing. But anyways, I'm gonna pause this and just this one's from my Foxbox Kids when Ford did the big. Oh yeah, that's right. Ultimate Muscle is gonna be the game, eh? Oh shit, has this been launched in the Discord? Have I not liked to post yet? Am I? Am I behind on shit? I am behind on shit. How dare you? That's sadness. Oh no, is Jesse saved from... What's it called? Does that mean Jesse may be saved from backstage assault? This is curious. But yes, I need to pause that. Leave that open there. And gotta do this. It's gonna auto connect probably. Hey, Lone Star, how you doing? 2 hours, you bet. Although we're about to hit some turbulence in just a moment as I turn on the VPN. So do bear with me. That should stabilize after we're all settled, though. So just give me a moment and going for it now. I just wanted to wait until I even opened it because it auto connects. I keep forgetting to turn the auto connect feature of it off. So going for that right now. Hurry up. Alrighty. So, turns out there's going to be counted as 2 separate programming, so we're going to have to do that again at the end of the show. But yes, I'm doing pretty good myself, Lone Star. I'm really happy it's the weekend. It's been a long week in a lot of ways. So it's so nice to just be able to just sit back and settle in. We're opening with Hook. Rampage. I love it. I love this thinking. Just made me double check my own tag. Undefeated for 483 days. I mean, when his record is barely 20, then yeah, I feel like he should probably be wrestling some more, yeah? Came out it every day like a cartoon. You never found him in the shop suit. Shit, you're looking at some motherfucking art, bro. In other words, in a good old-fashioned hardcore match. They're not even turning off his music? Oh, shit. Is we about to get Hooked fucking him up? Or is this just going to be a thing? Is this just going to be a... What am I talking? Yeah, it's going to be a Hook beatdown, isn't it? Okay, finally the music stops. Alright, here I was thinking... Peeling back the curtain, or the apron, rather. I'm gonna turn this. It's blowing out my ears. Sure, when he wants kicks butt, leaves and just chills while looking like a badass. Straight up. It's so good. Hook is my shit. Well, brawl time. New Jack, right? He's done that before. Oh, they're going to go all over the place with this match. So probably, this is actually a great way to open Rampage. And this is a live edition as well.
They're out there amongst them right now, so if you bought a ticket to AEW tonight, you might be right in the middle of the shot. Yeah, get out of the way, kid, because Hook is laying him in, and so is Page. Up on the steps, remember, it's all legal. Falls
Don't get caught up in the moment, man. Yep. There you are. That's actually crazy that they're doing that. And there's a security guard leading their way. That's funny. Oh, he just used somebody's drink. Hell yeah. I mean, it's... Never mind. I'd tell you something with JR. Everybody's drunk and fighting.
Hours of live action here tonight, right here on TNT. After Rampage, immediately following Rampage, it'll be Battle of the Belt 6. 2 great hours of action, JR. Yes, I can't wait. So many great matches. It's an all-star lineup, folks, tonight. So you got 2 one-hour pro wrestling shows. 2 shows back-to-back live right here on TNT. Don't go anywhere. What a way to start. As you can see, we're going to have quite a 4-man team tonight with the
Just, they say that, and I'm like, this is stupid. This is dumb. Why are we doing 2 back-to-back live shows in the same venue with the same roster under the same promotion? Why aren't you just making it 1 show? Like, there's got to be some revenue thing going on here. Like, right? There's got to be some sort of deal they have with TNC. Now I remember when Dynamite shifted over to TBS. Oh, look at him throwing up the Randy Orton pose. Hey, Hassan, how goes it? Nice to see you, fam. Hope your evening's been good. What was it? But yeah, when they first sent Dynamite over to TBS on TNT, I believe it was said that Rampage will remain as well as the 1-hour specials, which I'm sure is Battle of the Belts that they were referencing, and any other 1-hour specials they may do. So I think it's like the programming is promised as a separate program, so it has to be delivered as a separate program, no matter how much it is the same. Just sucks for like those who set a recording for Rampage because they're not going to get Battle of the Belts. Man, I feel bad for Bryce. That concrete's got to suck. Thank you, Asin. I appreciate it. Every now and then I like to throw something on a hat or a headband or something like that. Just to change it up a bit.
But it's falls count anywhere. Anything goes as Hook. And it's turned into a physical.
We're gonna come back to the ring. You already know. But this is great for a multitude of reasons because this is fresh water for Hook. We've never seen him in this type of match, in this type of environment before. And he's hanging. He feels like he fits in this setting. I say as he's getting clubbed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too, with the programming situation. Oh, nice kick. Yeah, it's like Battle of the Belts as a program was promised, so it's got to be delivered in that format, no matter how much it's effectively just an extension of another program. That being said, I think when the new year comes, when they sign their new program deals, they should fix that. You can make Battle of the Belts be an extension of Rampage, or you go out of your way to make them bigger events. And that's something they can do right now, right? They can make Battle of the Belts matter more. Yeah, I'm kind of just talking over the fact that Hook's out here unloading all the weapons. Ethan's page. Ego's edge. That's what I was trying to say. Nice clothesline, yeah. What did he just like smooth out the cover for it? Like... Damn. Hook's so good at selling. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Hold up. On top, first off, that was a vicious slam. Second off, maximum male model Hook is something I feel like I need in my life. You just put that in my head, and like he could legitimize that group. And no, I am not being serious, but at the same time, he would if you were to really try and put that together, put that act together. I mean, yeah, it is, but damn if he isn't hanging. Okay, he wants that table there. And that's sketchy. All things considered. Swayed it. Oh! Slick. Ethan Page knows how to use a steel chair. You needed it. This is the era of the handsome lad gimmicks that one I am all for. Oh, yes, you must never forget Prince Pretty and the kingdom that he built. Oh my God, is that Tyler? So poster. Typo, I take it. The thing is, like with the way the table is, when someone goes through it, the top part can't curve down for them. So that could lead to a real ugly break. I could be wrong, but it's just the way I'm envisioning it when I see someone going through it. Oh, Kachi Hajime, he's got a tap. He's done. I love that Hook's like, no, and not until you fall. Red herring table. You know what? That makes sense. I'm sitting here being like, how can someone safely go through it? Twist. They can't, so they won't. So many Hook signs, right? Oh, yeah, no, there's a lot of Hook fans. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. So, nah, I'm going to do that shit. You best believe I'm going to do that shit. Oh, okay, you know what? That's the safest way to do it. My landing towards the end on it. I'll happily eat my words. It's a good table spot. Hook looking like a badass. So where does Hook go from here? Yeah, indeed it was, Hex. Hook and next is Rampage starting off strong. Agreed, Hex. But who does he beat? Damn. I mean, I guess. Beat Cassidy like that? I suppose. I could see it. Yeah, because if you put him up against Hobbs, I feel like Hobbs has to win that match. Because, like, yeah. With how much we've worked to build up Hobbs specifically, that's why. Personally, if you were to give me the pencil with that, I would book Hobbs to beat I would book Hook to beat Hobbs, but yeah. Yikes. Por qué? I got scared for a second. I thought things were crashing. Break a leg. What am I, Dante Mar? Oh, that. Don't we mean like that, right? I mean, I'd like to imagine that it was talked about and approved beforehand, but still, oof. Yeah, I get you. I was like, oh no, what I say? Bit of a delay. But, yeah, I can see it being Cassidy. I suppose I could see it being Cassidy, but at the same time, the International Championship, I feel like, is its most prominent run has been under an American holder. I feel like we need to actually get back to the international element of it. It's like when the European titles just started getting won by a bunch of North American people. It's just like, oh, it kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, the more I think about it, I want a Hook Hobbs feud. Yeah. Hook can stand to take his first loss in that feud if need be, but I also think it would make Hook look incredible if he beat Hobbs and like just beat him and that was it. but I can see a back and forth feud coming out of it at best. Hook does have to take his, like, when does he reach his ceiling, you know? He has to take a loss eventually. I don't see him Jade Cargilling it. As it stands, I feel like the FCW title run has kind of been like a trial run for him. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's possible, Craig. I can see that being the case. The international titles, main eventing. That would be wild. Is that the show Kip finally wins the belt at? Oh. Oh, I'd love that so much.
Welcome back to this live edition of AEW Rampage. We are on the precipice of a very interesting 8-person tag team match.
That's an interesting way to describe it. Interesting. Unpredictable. How about in tag team insanity?
I think the story of this is the unlikely 4-man
Yep.
team here.
We're going to be getting ourselves an 8-man tag team. So if I'm not mistaken, 8-man tag team matches count towards your tag team record. Like when Brett Bulldog, I see match. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. Luke's doing very well. I agree, Cam. You put everything into it. That's entertainers. No, no one wants to know. I kind of did want to know.
Rhode Island, tell me how you feeling. It's a good Friday. Acclaim's in the building. I don't even know why we're a team. These dudes are more annoying than Marjorie Taylor Greene. But we running through these dudes like who's next? Bunch of no names. Footy blue checks. Max Anthony and Billy never changing. Rhode Island, every
Goldberg is all elite. Goldberg is all elite confirmed. He saw and just like, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not entirely certain where his accent's from, but I know it's a general accent. Welcome, Nicholas, to WatchaMania. We are here vibing to some Rampage and Battle of the Belts this evening. How you doing? Hope it's well. Do enjoy the vibes and or the hype. The Canadian, yo. Acclaimed, thank you for that verse. And she can bleep off. Magic the Gathering? But he looks like he wanted to go for a scissor there. Daddy Magic and Cool Hander. Okay, that's what you're saying. Gotcha. Yes. Which is funny. Magic is fine now. You know why I swear. Okay, I got you. Okay. I love how this has become a Acclaim's match.
I got a feeling though, Tony, not for long.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. We got a four-way scissor party here on the campus of the URI.
I think that's against school rules.
And on the outside, Daddy and Jake.
Damn. Dang.
Just move on.
Max just being a dick, and you love to see it.
See here, move right on.
Whoa! Owens, the arrival. Tag made to Max Caster.
These kids don't work by the hour, and they're making a lot of money.
Caster, the mic drop. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So there can be some crossover there. You could probably.
A very successful partnership.
One thing's for certain. Well, I shouldn't say for certain, but it definitely feels like an accent he puts on for the character.
I agree with that, but now this oil and water don't mix.
Celebratory Jake Hager is so fun. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Man, what a cheap shot. These guys, the Acclaim been ambushed, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, Daddy Edge
Well then.
still down and Jake Hager over top him. Meanwhile, Edge and
Can't tell if this was always the plan or if they were just going to wait and see.
Jericho Appreciation Society, they've been trying for weeks to recruit the Acclaimed. Were they just trying to get Bowens and Caster to lower their guard?
I think they just rescinded their offer.
Now the
Double impaler.
DDT by Menard.
Why, Hat? Why?
Very proud of these guys.
Because I like this hat.
Well, you know this is not going to be the end of the story. Billy Gunn, Max Caster, and
What the fuck was that? Did he just do a little hump thing? Because man's got no rhythm.
look at just continued disrespect.
Let me tell you something, Jericho's got all he can handle. Come Wednesday night.
Congratulations, you punched a shoe. I like this hat, and I don't like this shoe. Hat punched a shoe is the superior garment. Why are they beating up shoes? He straight up punched a shoe. He straight up punched a shoe.
Strickland has a
And he was like, I'm gonna beat their shoes off, and then I'm gonna beat their shoes off their shoes.
public service announcement brought to you by Chief CEO of.
I'm gonna kick the shoe, I'm gonna punch the shoe out their shoe.
Because we lost soldiers in this game doesn't mean we lose the war. No, we
Hold up, Swerve.
recruits, and just like great moguls, all great moguls, like myself, mergers happen. Oh, of course, Swerve, Mogul Affiliates getting 51% of ownership of the said merger. It's time for me to make
I love it.
announcement that you've all been waiting for all week.
Merger remarks.
Has joined forces with. You have to wait to find out later tonight.
God damn it.
It's gonna be a good one.
Will Washington can attest. So I'm really holding out faith for this.
Swerve just continuing with the mind games here in AEW.
He's a businessman.
He had to go at the merger remarks.
He said we're gonna find out later tonight. So we'll wait and see what that's all about.
This theme goes so hard.
Introducing first, accompanied by Big Bill.
8 wins in his past 13.
Weighing in at 191 pounds,
The Moriarty's just got that steez, and I love it. Large William is with Large William in tow.
I'm not forgetting the name, but I'm not forgetting the size of the guy who has the name of Big Bill. Well, this has been a very unlikely
Rampage is hitting on all cylinders thus far.
Bill, but one that's had its share of success. But Moriarty
Oh, look at Bill getting a TV 10, right?
tonight with one of the most popular young athletes here in AEW.
There for one, Darby Allin, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, got some news story regarding Darby. We'll get a shot of his back. He got ran over by a car yesterday in New York City skateboarding. He's got the bruises on his back to prove it.
When my head's on fire, being seen, I hear liars. Oh.
Darby the skateboard.
Hat tag style at Big Bill. This is my type of show. I love that if Craig's bingo checklist is just getting hit on all cylinders, ran over and still comes to work. What a guy, right? Yeah, that's right. They were just saying that. But I was too busy on focus. I was low-key trying to hear if he had a new theme or not.
This young man coming from obscurity to becoming one of the biggest stars in the world. He's also very excited about heading to London.
That's Darby fucking Allin for you.
Skateboard on the road, if you will.
Not gonna lie. I've literally been hit by a car and then went to work right afterwards as well. That's actually a thing I've done. On my first job, I was on my way to work. It was like 3 blocks after I was riding a bike, and it was like 3 blocks out from my house. I had just left to go to work, got hit by a van, and the person couldn't speak English, and I'm like, fuck, I don't have time for this. I got to make it for my shift. Like, I didn't even think twice about it, and I had like this scrape upside my back. It was like swollen and shit, and I just went to work and worked my shift. Everybody at my job was like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, making my money. And gives no shit about his own well-being. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. You won't catch me doing 95% of the shit Darby's doing, but this one thing I can actually relate to. I've used that to not go to work. I would have used that to not go to work. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wanted to. I did not like that job at all, but I did need the money. Like, it was one of those, oh man, I would face immediate consequences for not having this income next week kind of thing. Ever been hit by a car? The worst accident I was in. Ooh, that's horrible, Craig. I'm so sorry to hear that. Because, yeah, I know, like, that's really all it does take to crack an ankle is have an ankle roll like that.
I love this kid. How can you not? Courage. He's got I think he's got on his neck or someplace, reckless tattoo. Reckless. It says everything about it.
Yo, that's awesome, Hex. Yeah, I saw you say that in the server the other day, but then I couldn't answer, and then I forgot to respond when I could. But yes, that is awesome. There's Dynamite is actually coming to my county later this month, the 26th. And I'm contemplating going, but again, it's another situation of money. Because the place I'm living right now, I'm not trying to stay here long. Nice. The kipping up out of that was new. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yes. Hit that shit out of the funny.
Moriarty picked a good night.
Yeah, that's both the relentless and reckless.
We're in a 5-mile cross-country race on a broken ankle. What? That's fucking nuts to me.
Darby right on the belly button and doubled him over. Shot like that can very quickly drive all the
Thumbs up party, y'all. Do drop a thumbs up if you haven't already. Thank you, Hex. Always appreciate when the chat throws it out there. You see, you mentioned that, Cam, and that's what I was thinking. When he said merger, I'm like, is Mogul Affiliates going to merge with the firm? Really missed the break on the X-ray. Told not so. That's fucking crazy. Oh! That boot wrecked him. Look, I'm just here to pimp you. Am pimpable. That boot was wrecked. It was like, that was wreckage personified. And the fact that he's got this, like, he's doing this little lollipop thing, I don't know what it is, but it's just bringing his whole shtick together. I need a big Bill Hager match. I don't know if I need that. I will say, yeah, Big Cat, it's nice seeing him having repaired his whole, like, getting everything situated in his life and then coming this way. Because I was a big detractor of Big Cats in WWE, specifically around the time that he was feuding with Daniel Bryan. But he's really course-corrected his life, turned out for the better, and now he's become such an incredible performer and asset to this company. And yep, he looks great too. Like seriously, one of the best. I will say he's got one of the greatest physiques a 7-foot wrestler has ever had. How many 7-foot wrestlers have had abs like he does? You know, I mean, really abs at all, but abs like he does. He really did, Craig. He is he's like, I want to say sub 10% body, well, sub 15% body fat. Oh, Rick, you know you had to have seen that shit. His build matches his surprise. You know what? That's a great way to put it. You know, when you look at certain like tall guys, you can tell they're just, it's more so a case of them being tall than it is the big, you know, but he is very well, like, let's put it this way. You could, if you were to take a picture of him without any other person in the shot or anything indicating his size, you could sell him as like a 6-foot person because he's like so well proportioned. Slapping the goth right out of Darby, right? Saw some face paint fly off with that.
Moriarty driving those stomps to that bruised up, that road rash back of Darby Allin.
You really can. And he's moves very well for his size of that. But nice work from Moriarty there. Those are the ribs that he took a shot in as well. Yeah, his time in this company will come for sure. Hell, the little bit that he did with Hook not too long ago is great. Oh, no. Moriarty baited him. That would be rough. German suplex from the top. Team Maki death kill. Zack Sabre Jr. at Allin. They might be saving Danielson versus Sabre for that. Which would really suck because that was supposed to be a Forbidden Door 1 thing. Oh, yes. Perfect. I love that. The way he got out of that. He lifted up his leg and tried to S-grip underneath his leg so he can use his leg strength to force Moriarty's grip to break. Yep, just right there. Oh, but that was a great counter from Moriarty as well. I love the counter on counter. I hope Kip is there, plus all my mid-card faves. Oh, 100%. Honestly, that I'm looking forward to the prospect of that week. As it stands, it's going to be All In London. And then the very next Sunday, 7 days away, is All Out in Chicago. Sorry. Imagine if Regal return. Right? Sorry, son. I hate to hear. Oh, the way his head landed off the bottom rope like that. Oh, man.
this is dire straits here for Darby Allin. Becomes crashing down. Moriarty.
And it hurts inside.
Oh wow.
Nah, nah, nah,
Hanging on.
nah, nah, nah.
Oh wait, Darby.
Oh, yo.
And
Slick.
Darby sweeps out the leg of Moriarty. Lee kicking out. Darby. Where does he get this from? Where in the world does he get this resilience from?
His heart, his soul, I guess.
Okay. Yo, perfect. Perfect form and everything. Please win this Taiga style. I low-key do want him to win, but
To win that time as well. Look,
with Darby's whole thing with MJF.
oh, just driving
Are you sure about that, Chief?
the rib cage. Oh, but Darby reverses the leg of Moriarty out. Hip toss attempted. Darby.
Doesn't it just, Cam? I was thinking that earlier when they're the counter on counter on counter spot. The code red. God damn if that wasn't a great one. That heat seeker. Oh man, love him or hate him. That's a great heat seeker.
And Darby going up to the top. Moriarty down in the ring. Coffin drop.
Coffin drops, scores, dead center.
Isn't he just? There it is. Duh. That was so well timed because he took out Big Bill in a way that just gave him enough time to beat Moriarty. That was a fantastic match. For what it was, it accomplished what it set out to do perfectly. That is a win for Darby. Shout out to Darby, wherever he may be. Hope he's enjoying the show as well.
And building that all-important momentum for Darby Allin.
Man, what a match. What a great match. Both young men turned it on. They gave great effort. Darby Allin's a phenomenon. And speaking of phenomenons, well, we have a phenomenal main event tonight. Anna Jade. In a
And
big
Jade,
role.
Julia Hart.
That's right.
One-on-one still to come in our Rampage main event. And don't forget, immediately following Rampage, Battle of the Belt 6. You don't have to go anywhere. Hold the phone, Excalibur.
Okay.
Swerve Strickland and Darby Allin. A lot of history between these two.
Yes, yeah, he said we'll find out later tonight, and I guess this is now.
That's right. Both from the state of Washington.
Catch him.
From Seattle.
Catch your flip.
Swerve from
Babe. Oh. The embassy?
said he was going to make
The embassy? Was that Brian Cage?
the merger. He's talking to
That was Brian Cage.
Brian Cage. The machine.
This takes me back.
After the match, he went
His head whipped off the stage.
From uncalled for admission.
time friend, former friend it seems, in Swerve Strickland to a long-time former rival.
Dude.
Oh, wait a second. Prince Nana is out there as well. There's your merger, Excalibur. There it is. Yeah, it has to be the embassy. Yes, it's got to be. And
Brian Cage is such an impressive human being.
wow. What a
Holy shit.
by
The Mohawk is it's full on he looks stupid shit. And he's dead. He's dead. He's murdered him. He's when Swerve is gone on Ring of Honor. I would fuck with that so much.
smile on Swerve.
Swerve coming up into Ring of Honor, snatching up a belt real quick. Hell yes.
Affiliates. Got some big guys there.
Oh.
Our colleague RJ City had the unenviable task of mediating this sit-down between Jade Cargill and Taya Valkyrie.
People don't know this, but I'm a professional mediator, and I've been brought here today to. Well, let me explain. Jade was using his move that she calls Jaded, and then Taya came along. She's using the same move, but she's calling it Road to Valhalla.
Jaded.
See? And she was getting upset, and she said, "Stop using the move." She said, "No, I'm not going to stop using the move." So he served papers. I don't want to see this go to court. Mediate.
I don't have time for this. I have a match tonight on Battle of the Belts against Billy Starks, whatever her name is. I don't have time.
Okay, let's speed this up. How do you feel about being a criminal?
A criminal or lack of education and respect coming from the champ. But let me enlighten you about something. This move has been used for decades by literal living legends and by myself for years. You haven't been in this business long enough to have a cup of coffee. You don't get to decide who gets to do what, when, or if anybody owns anything. That's not how it works. Show a little respect. Jade. Bitch.
Oof.
This is my show. This is my belt
Oh, Taya. Thank you. Thank you so much, Taya. I am so happy that she just gave Jade her shit right back. You want to talk to me like I'm nothing, like I'm second rate, like I'm yesterday's news already? You gonna get that shit right back. And that alone made me feel like Taya has a better chance than anybody else thus far challenging for the belt. And that's coming from somebody who was fully convinced Athena was winning the title at All Out. So have they scraped up Darby's head yet? Give her the belt, right? Make it happen. And something tells me that we're going to stretch this out till Double or Nothing. And I really hope we don't. The next subtitle, Dynamite. Let's go. I'm going to get up and grab me some water because I never did that. Out of everything I did, I never grabbed myself some water. So, pardon me. I'm not even going to do the BRB screen. Take time. Oh, no, I love Jade. I love Jade. But I do think it's about time we move forward. Not want to let me get up. Right. Turn. Taya wins, I would be so happy. Big same, dude. I don't care if it's her coming in and winning a title right away. It really is one of those things where we kind of need someone like Taya to just come in and dethrone Jade. Because they've made it clear they don't want it to be anybody on the roster. But man, if Jade isn't going to be the easiest answer to a trivia question ever. This commercial work could speed up. I feel like it. I mean, in a way, when I really think about it, it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, Jade has been too far in her own section for far too long for it to be okay. You know, she should be beating people like. She should be facing at least people like Jamie Hayter, like Britt Baker, all of them. Yeah, that's what it really feels like. Is they really wanted it to be Statlander because they were really trying to set that up. And since then, it hasn't felt like anyone's gonna win.
House of Black, they claim to like pain. They don't know pain like I do.
The first being, no one ever touches Julia Hart's hat.
I am willing to do whatever it takes to beat you, Julia. Why? Because I've got a fat ass and a bad attitude.
Number two, our biggest teaching is in agony.
And
Miss J needs a
Anna Jay as a heel is not believable to me. It's just not.
The AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy takes on Tralistico of La Facción Ingobernable. Plus, the undefeated TBS champion Jade Cargill puts her title on the line against young upstart Billy Starks.
See, this match in particular bothers me because Billy Starks has been in 8 matches across both Ring of Honor and AEW. She has only won one of them, and it was in Ring of Honor.
TBS, it's Keith Lee and Chris Jericho one-on-one.
Yes, let's go. You want QC? Hey, Swerve and Darby are going to run it back. Let's go.
Anna Jay, Julia Hart, our Rampage main event, and it is happening right now.
Like right now, right? You're not about to go to commercial break. Okay. We didn't get the JAS intro at the beginning.
Man, these are two spirited, highly skilled athletes.
Yes, some heated words we heard moments ago.
Your Rampage main event is set going for or TV time
Go back to the Dark Order, please.
from Brunswick, Georgia. Anna Jay.
I think we can all say that the JAS
Welcome to the show.
on tonight's proceedings, can we? They certainly have, and laying out the Acclaimed, and now Anna Jay going one-on-one with House of Black's Julia Hart.
But yeah, Hex, when there's like barely 24 women officially signed to the company, I think it's closer to 30 now, but officially signed to AEW, it feels like they could put more effort into investing in each one individually. I love her entrance.
And her opponent, honoring the House of Black, Julia Hart.
Oh, it's great.
She is a mysterious, beautiful Jezebel.
What does that even mean?
Of the House of Black.
I know this. Don't touch her hand.
CK's approach to things through. Buy all the toys! Something! Profit. It's just. To be fair, this is a heel versus heel match.
Take advantage of the back being turned.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tony.
Julia sends Anna Jay careening into the ring post. And we haven't seen Anna Jay compete here on AEW programming since this past January, where she was involved in that violent street fight. Anna Jay was out with injury and maybe be going back out on the shelf here if Julia Hart really ratcheted up the aggression in our Rampage main event.
Julia's only 23?
21.
I mean,
21 years of
I wouldn't say that necessarily.
not on TNT.
But it definitely feels like his focus a lot of times in the last year has been divided for a multitude of reasons. And that, in part, had to do with signing a lot of people.
Percolating because, oh, what an elbow strike.
These are two
But yes, it still does affect the things that he's had ongoing, particularly Ring of Honor.
taken care of.
That's a whole thing in its own right. Throughout 2022, Dynamite and Rampage were effectively being used to try and sell Ring of Honor television to networks. And as a result, AEW's product overall suffered because it was just oversaturation. It was 2 promotions in the span of 3 hours each week. It was really rough. On top of the multitude of other reasons. But if you were to go back to 2021, that was hardly something that could be said. There was a lot of focus on what was going on and stuff, even when people were being signed up.
I'm sorry I missed that Winnipeg show because I could have spent more time with Don Callis.
What are you doing here? No.
How's he doing, Tony?
Oh. This is the most offense we've seen Julia take since she's joined the house.
Julia just driven into those ringside barricades by Anna Jay. Anna showing no sense of urgency, really taking pleasure in all the damage, all the punishment she's doling out.
I'm guessing Diana seems to be a little larger. Therefore, she might be a little stronger than her adversary here tonight.
And Anna with a slight experience.
That was definitely the biggest move she's taken, but like in terms of her matches, I've never seen, since she's joined the house, I haven't seen her be on the receiving end of this much offense in a match.
One of the great reasons that
But still, you reminded me of that gnarly V trigger I completely forgot about.
developed before our very eyes.
Yeah, that's right.
Anna just in the ropes, the knee across the back of the neck of Julia Hart.
Anna's got some type of attitude, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's also got a big ass and a bad attitude.
That's what she says.
That's her words, not mine.
Okay.
Oh man. Wow, that was the most Steve Larson JR that JR's ever gotten.
Julia Hart face first to the top.
Oh man.
Anna goes
She says she got a fat ass. It's her words, not mine. Oh man.
Says the audience.
It was like clonk, and Julia's consciousness flew away like butterfly on the breeze.
punishment on
Yeah,
Hart.
Since Anna hooked up with Jericho's group,
that's a way to put it.
her personality has just grown leaps and bounds.
Anna decided, I hate to speculate, but it seems like Anna, something about Jericho Appreciation Society made Anna come a bit unhinged. She's always threatening to choke
What?
people out, Tony.
Yeah, she's got that moment, Excalibur, where it just seems like she snaps and starts screaming and shrieking and starts choking people out.
Well, maybe she's finally
You don't say. She starts screaming and trying to choke people out. Yup, that's her. This has been all Anna Jay. That's wild to me.
Julia Hart down the corner, the boot on the throat. Paul Turner trying to get this match back in the ring, but Anna once again going to the outside, just trying to punish Julia Hart even more.
Oh Lord, look at that. Oh my God.
I too phrase things
Needless to say,
weird.
Spine isn't meant to bend that way. That's an obvious comment, I know, but God almighty.
Anna Jay,
I suppose strangely would have worked better there. Oh well.
Julia Hart here in this Rampage main event. Julia just trying to put some distance between herself and the aggressor, but Anna,
You can tell these ladies are at the formative stage of the career. They're very deliberate. They're not getting in a hurry because they know they can't afford to make any mistakes.
I'm still confused by that Ring of Honor tag title match being booked. Like, I get the premise. Hobbs beat both of them in singles action. But are we really going to have Hobbs take a tag title loss? Yes, this is going to be the sixth. This is going to be the sixth Battle of the Belts coming up right after this one.
Rampage main event continues live here on TNT from the University of Rhode Island. Julia Hart
Right? Julia, oh, it looks like she's just starting to fight back.
picture in picture, but now
Definitely feels like she's working sympathetic babyface in this match.
Resiliency. And she's out here all alone, which surprised me a little bit because she's representing the entire House of Black. Well, these are two
Yes,
beautiful
yes.
ladies, great athletes.
oh, Anna swinging a miss. Julia
Whoop.
Best days are still ahead of them.
Nice.
Shot by Julia, kick to the foot to get her down, and then a kick to the head. And how about that move?
Yes, sledgehammer across the shoulder blades. Anna firing that left arm up the off the canvas, and Julia, good resilience shown by Julia. She needs to string together another combination like that.
The youngest competitor in all
Oh, okay. Look at her doing the Malachi thing.
Well, Julia now standing moonsault press. The cover.
That was seamless. That was as smooth a standing moonsault, Tony, as we're going to see.
Very athletic. We've talked about her background as a national champion cheerleader before she was taken over by the dark side, if I can use that term. And she was very athletic young lady, and a lot of times she'll use, here we go, that handspring.
Oh, but
Okay, back versus Kingston.
now with Julia up and Julia driven
Huh.
down. Anna Jay, the cover.
I could see that being a fun match. But what particularly makes you want it?
This match, I think she's maybe surprised by the resilience of Julia Hart as well. JR.
Julia Hart's knees hit very awkwardly. We'll see if that has any effect on her quickness, because that's the
No, yes, I know who you're referring to. But it's just like,
over Anna Jay is her quickness, which is not going to help her right here, right now. She can't get free.
I'm trying to think of the premise of what would make that match happen, you know?
Yeah, Julia backed Anna up to the corner to break free of the Queen Slayer, the clothesline.
Anna may have tossed
Gotcha.
Back elbow, Julia Hart. This is that combination I think she was looking for. Julia raising Anna up to the top rope.
Julia, and as far as Anna Jay for that matter, seemingly these ladies could come unhinged in a heartbeat. They're so competitive.
I'm going up to the top. This is going to get scary.
Very precarious position here.
Dangerous for both ladies. Oh, dangerous for both ladies here.
Dangerous for anybody. Quite frankly, we're just dealing with these ladies here, but my God.
And remember, Anna Jay's returning from a ribbon.
Nice.
And may have re-aggravated it right there, courtesy of Julia Hart.
Julia hanging upside down from the tree of woe. And now
She's going to moonsault on her.
Julia up to the top, her back to her opponent. Julia Hart moonsault.
What's a spider suplex in a way? Yeah, I suppose you're right.
And no, Anna able to kick out.
It was like a spider belly to belly
craziness to try to execute a blind moonsault.
instead of the spider German that we normally used to. Oh, look at it.
Talk a lot about the Queen Slayer, but Julia had it locked in. Anna
Almost had that there.
Hart forced to abandon ship.
Oh, speaking of the Queen Slayer.
Julia
Rolls out.
She's going to get the Shayna Baszler. Okay.
Anna up to her feet.
She's smarter than Shayna Baszler, confirmed.
Slayer again attempted. This may be it. Julia seems to be fading. No, both
Right.
crashing through the ropes and out to the floor.
Dangerously falling to the floor. These two
I figured you meant German.
athletes both looking for a major win in this main event slot. Those main event slots don't come along all the time. They don't come along for everybody. You want to take advantage while you can.
Paul Turner giving the 10.
Just going to pin. Just going to take the count out win, huh?
Oh, Julia threw the chair in. Oh, the mist! The black mist, the poison fog into the eye of Anna Jay.
Oh.
With the chair, it worked.
Inside cradle. Inside cradle.
And
Got it.
the win.
Stolen.
Missed. Leads to a controversial victory for that little Jezebel.
The Smokey Girl Small got her the win. Indeed, it did.
The win tonight in our Rampage main event. And remember, don't go anywhere. Battle of the Belt 6 is coming your way right now, live on TNT. 3 huge championship matches.
Want to be fun?
I'll fight you, sir. Right?
And we are going to kick things off with the AEW
Wow.
National Championship match. And did you see the demeanor of Julia?
Yep. All right. Wait, what? Is it going to take me straight in? Do I need not? Sweet. I don't even have to do anything. Awesome.
Did you see the demeanor of Julia Hart change?
Thank you, Fight TV. I appreciate that. Made me not have to do any of that, so I can just instead do that.
Well, not only that, also, the House of Black, they scored a victory this past Wednesday night on Dynamite over Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, and the AEW International Champion, Orange Cassidy. And look at Julia staring daggers into Orange Cassidy.
It's great. To be fair, Orange's music will make anyone happy, right? Yay for Fight. Shout out to Fight TV. I appreciate you not making me having to go through all the trouble. I was so convinced. I'm like, all right, well, let's go through some more turbulence, y'all.
All right, Battle of the Belt 6. Let's go, baby.
And I get the tension, you know? They just defended their titles against these fellas 2 nights ago. So, Julia getting all testy at the presence of international champion. Only makes perfect sense. 17 straight singles win for the AEW International Champion. They made the PNG mistake that I make too.
Saw it at the bottom of your screen. Orange Cassidy, 17 straight singles victories. The unprecedented run as the AEW International Champion.
He's the real deal. And so's this kid, I'm told. I'm not
I'm told.
with this young man as I would like to be to call his match. But we know he's got a hell of a bloodline.
Isn't it just right when you have? But then they said, "Wow, no, they." That false sense of security was not okay. Fight. How dare you? How dare you? I mean, at least it happened during the entrance, but like, now I feel like I really should have just switched over and trusted my instinct at that moment. Oh well. No harm, no foul. We're stable again. This internet connection that I got, knock on wood, has been very good to me. So, the VPN no longer shakes the foundation of my internet to its core. Yeah, that was pretty bleh by them. Yeah, it was me. Dralistico coming out, arm up, connection down. Thank you for tuning in to Rampage. Oh. So where was I? Oh yeah, but that's just how pro wrestling is sometimes. You know, you just end up having, you know, the main acts becoming the side. Look at Britt and Jamie, for example. Britt is one of the most famed acts in AEW, and here she is being the second to the current champion. That's awesome. That was mean, right? Like, damn. That was great, Orange. Nah, I'm not doing that.
He is one hell of a wrestler.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy, and definitely the record to back it up as well. 17 straight singles victories. And Dralistico, the knee strike.
But that spin kick to begin things. How quickly did he spin around there? Look how fast he is.
Nice.
To the top, lands on his feet, swinging a miss by Orange Cassidy. Step up, work on Rana. Cassidy gets taken down.
Some might say this kid's quicker than a hiccup.
Remember, still to come tonight, Battle of the Belt 6 TBS Championship match. Jade Cargill versus the 18-year-old pro wrestling prodigy Billy Starks, plus the main event for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. The Lucha
Look at the get up Roosh is rocking.
Hobbs, the TNT champion, and QT Marshall.
What more can be said that needs to be said about QT? Nothing.
What more can be said about Preston Vance, the despicable man that turned his back on the Dark Order, joined forces with Affection on
Dralistico's got glitter on.
Cassidy slowing things down, trying to get underneath the skin of Dralistico.
That chop's not going to be confused with Wahoo's anytime soon.
Wind it up here, watch out.
Hey, nice.
Round exploded right on the pec.
Lured him to sleep with that wind up that time.
Got Cassidy now. Look at that.
Ooh, Orange got some balance. Got something going on here.
Oh, do the do-si-do. This guy.
The hands in the pocket. And lands on his feet again. Dralistico swinging a miss. Cassidy now. Both hands in the pocket.
How dare you, sir?
Fans are having a lot of fun here tonight.
Orange Cassidy
Rhode Island.
rolls through. Pipasso and then Cassidy with the hands in the pockets. The arm drag. Drop kick takes down Dralistico.
Look at this. It takes a hell of an athlete to pull that off. Let me tell you something. That's special.
A little shoulder roll with his hands in his pockets.
Hands still in the pocket.
And Cassidy. Not a lot of intensity on the run to the rope.
Yeah, with this shit. Orange Cassidy is something else. There was a bit of tummy on him. A little bit of a void belly, you'd say. Nah. I know what he's got those breathe out abs.
There is Jose.
Kind of like what's his name? Like Titus O'Neil has.
Things breaking down between Roosh, Preston Vance, Chuck Taylor, and Trent Beretta. And Dralistico.
They are beating them boys down.
He's going to take a big spring here. Oh!
Dralistico, and he collided with Roosh as well, but his intended targets, the best friends, got wiped out on the floor.
Roosh is like, I'll take a kick to the head from my homie. I don't care. We're here to beat that ass.
Rensburg's lost complete control. He needs some help.
And our opening contest continues for the next 90 seconds.
Like, I'm going to do that, but intentionally.
Contest here on the Battle of the Belts. Of course, we just had a great hour of pro wrestling action on Rampage.
Did they at least change over the
Tonight on Battle of the Belts,
aprons?
Dralistico looking to win his first championship in the United States at the expense of Orange Cassidy.
But as you mentioned earlier, Orange Cassidy, one of the hottest wrestlers in AEW.
You know what? I take back my complaints about this being two separate shows. If it makes TK have no other choice but to give us a minimum of 2 women's matches per night, I'm here for it.
Best team wins the NCAA March Madness every year that has the most momentum going into that tournament.
Well, same thing with the World Series. Any big time championship. If you're hot, you can win it.
Right.
Dralistico, though,
Yeah.
maybe doing himself a disservice here.
And the thing is, he can, and at once in a blue moon, he will if it enhances the moment that much better. He's such a masterful pro wrestler that produces his matches in a very intelligent way. Truly personifies the less is more mentality. Oh! The way he, like, had a shockwave go through him.
It ain't ballet.
That's what I'm saying. I'd take 2 on Dynamite. But we seldom get that. I feel like you could count the amount of Dynamites on one hand that have had 2 women's matches, where one of them specifically wasn't a squash.
I found out tonight that Dralistico is the brother. Oh, there, look at this.
Yeah, the brother of Rouge. But right now, the old brother, look at Orange Cassidy.
Interesting that he ran up and did, okay. It's like in the video games when you set one of your running grapples as a standing grapple. Interesting cover.
Combination as well, but Cassidy is hurting guys. Man, he's holding on to that rib cage.
Orange. Does Orange look?
100% gives you a longer career.
Tony. He reminds me of the nature.
Completely agree. And it's so funny that old heads in the business, like your cornies, get pissed off at old pockets here. Because he took their logic and found a very creative way of applying it.
Accuracy.
Okay, the springboard diving codebreaker is neat.
I'm telling you, Dralistico is a hell of a hand. Let me tell you something, folks.
He's come to fight, man, and he's got to be on his game to derail Orange Cassidy.
And like Excalibur said, the damages accrued on the route to going 17 straight victories is incredible.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy really wrestling at a feverish pace over the last few months. It may finally be catching up with him here. No! Stunning!
Nice.
He's got to follow up with something because he got Dralistico reeling here.
Dralistico, his momentum was slowed down for a moment, but the rising kick catching Orange Cassidy in the ropes.
I think that rising kick, he had that in his repertoire and his plans all along, just waiting for the right moment. And he got the right moment, and here we go.
Exchanging those forearm shots, something we seem to be seeing more of in the pro wrestling game.
Yeah, but not many times up top like that, JR, because that's dangerous for both men.
Hell yeah, it is. And maybe unnecessary.
Craig. I love it, Craig, because like the day a wrestler finally does something that even remotely resembles that, you're going to pop you like no other.
That was beautiful.
Stunned both men.
But Dralistico
What are we doing here?
Oh, my
Oh,
I'm liking this match.
Springboard Hurricanrana off the ropes, and now Dralistico, the Tijeras, La Mystica, and now center of the ring. Orange Cassidy desperately making.
Orange moved around like he was on fire there from that submission.
Yeah, he got to the ropes quickly, but listen, the left shoulder, obviously.
Cassidy in very, very major jeopardy of losing his International Championship here tonight on Battle of the Belt 6.
They're chanting freshly squeezed, and he's responding, trying to pull himself up here.
Dralistico, who made
Are we going here for a tiger driver or something?
in Arena Mexico, the big house in Mexico City, now coming in
Clubbering him down.
to unseat the
I'm gonna make him not resist this move.
Counter by Orange Cassidy for the beach.
Oh, beach break.
beach break. Dralistico, no, gets back to his feet. Canadian
Turned it into a destroyer on his own part.
corkscrew kick.
The fact that he stayed on his feet and then he took a corkscrew enziguri to take him down.
Pretty good pinning combination on him too. And at the low,
Freaking nuts.
Dralistico a little frustrated here now.
Orange Cassidy is crazy durable.
Just how tough the international champion Orange Cassidy is.
Great battle for our opening match on Battle of the Belt 6 here on TNT.
Can you imagine how big it's going to be if Orange is still the international champion when we get to London?
Watch out.
Okay.
Duck.
Orange punch.
Buff Jose taking a good old right hand.
Dralistico was waiting, and now the double underhook. Dralistico.
Ooh, spinning out, spinning out.
Cassidy,
Nope.
no. Rolls him up, rolls through. 1, 2, no.
Man, what a match.
Boom, punch.
Oh,
What a shot.
got it.
That's flush.
Struggled to get in there, but he got it.
AEW International Champion, Orange Cassidy.
The Sin Cara hole.
Cassidy, he damaged it. 1 week ago, and he tried the orange
I love that.
mask of Buddy Matthews in a House of Black, but now
There it is. There's one retention.
he may have done permanent damage to his hand.
Let's hope not permanent, but
Now it's 2 to fit. Now the record. Now the retention. Now the crowning to retention ratio at Battle of the Belts turns to 2 and 15.
By Orange Cassidy to land that orange punch. It scored him the win, but what is this?
Exceptional. Orange. See, I've always considered you to be quite talented. So I'm glad to see that you got your wing back because I can tell that losing to the house was eating you alive. So good. Because we're not done with you just yet.
That being said, we were gracious enough to put our titles on the line. So how about you put yours?
Imagine Buddy winning the title.
Buddy Matthews, the House of Black.
I want to see that if it happens.
Yeah, he's making a challenge to Orange in
It's-
the
it's-
International
it's-
Championship.
Man, what a great show we've had tonight.
Well, Orange Cassidy retains the AEW International Championship tonight in our opening contest.
A lot of respect for Orange Cassidy.
Huh.
Amazing one-loss
Love to see it.
record, and that recent streak is phenomenal. And
Wow, yeah, that's a whole family tree there.
Battle of the Belts, but what about the massive addition, the massive news from Dynamite this past Wednesday night?
big.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means. AEW Dynamite is coming to you live from the UK.
Trilistico is Mystico 2, who is Dragon Lee 1. Wow. That's wild.
Diving crossbody, no. Haterade connects. 1, 2, 3. The Guns with a chance to drive FTR out of All Elite Wrestling. FTR will
Right? Isn't it just?
of All Elite Wrestling. Well, coming up next here on Battle of the Belt 6, 18-year-old pro wrestling prodigy
But I learned this because Lucha. Lucha be wild, yo.
as she challenges the dominant TBS champion Jade Cargill.
18 years old?
So yes, this is going to be the moment that I'm going to take myself a break here, y'all. Hope you don't mind. I would suggest y'all do the same on your own fronts. as throw on this music as well, just to give you something to listen to in case you lose. I shall be back momentarily. I'd say Billy winning would be great, but not at all. Like I said, excuse me, her combined AEW Ring of Honor record is 1-8. That one victory was in Ring of Honor. I don't see her winning this match. But yeah, be right back, squad. Alrighty, looking like we're coming back here. Oh no, my background's off.
Right here with Mark Briscoe tonight. Your friends will be defending the ROH tag team titles, but let's take it back to last week's Supercard, where you did suffer a heartbreaking loss against Ring of Honor's television champion, Samoa Joe. I mean, how are you holding up?
Well, Miss Lexi, let me explain something to you. Let me explain to you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna look back. I'm looking forward, baby. I'm moving forward, baby. I'm still here. There's still a lot of fight in me, baby, and them boys ain't going nowhere. But tonight,
My bad.
my amigos, they
Thank you.
get it done in the ring.
Speaking of friends, Mark, how long have we known each other?
That Affy's mood. God damn it.
It's been over.
Someone would.
And now look, I know you had a tough loss against Samoa Joe, and I understand.
Mr. Thickum's in the house.
But I want to let you know that you didn't let anybody down. And one reason only is the fact that we all love you. And every time I think about the fact that we've known each other over 20 years, I can't be the only one to think this, but how come we're not working? I mean,
Right now.
seems like a logical thing. Well, why don't we just work together?
No worries.
Hey, man.
Oh, I like this. I like this. You and I are boys. I'm not with all these dudes. That was great energy. I love that. He's just one of you boys. No worries, Hex. I get harassed about my butt and my job constantly. Mark saying, "Excuse me?" It's like, no. I'm here to. I'm with you, my guy. I ain't with them.
We mentioned she was 18 years old. I saw her in catering today. No jokes, please. I thought she was somebody's kid.
Well, she is somebody's kid. But,
She is. I know that. Excalibur. I got that.
Damn. I appreciate JR going straight up. No jokes, please.
the day off of school. And she has a chance to bring that title belt back to home.
God damn it, Hex. Don't put that out there.
But not this kid.
And her opponent from Vero Beach, Florida, she is the TBS champion, Jade Cargill.
Damn. Oh, okay. This is an interesting type. Oh, Battle of the Belts. Now it gets its own thing. I'm
Guy one time tell me, I want you to hire athletic tens.
She really is. She, not to mention studying and all that shit. Like Billy Starks is tackling a lot right now. She's got great gear, by the way. Like her gear looks so awesome. Same, dude. Same.
Undoubtedly must be Taya Valkyrie.
Oh, you better hope it is. I'm thinking she's probably going to take this young 18-year-old for granted.
Yeah, Jade cannot afford to look past Billy Starks. Billy Starks, 4
The interior leather is green. I like that.
She has wrestled all around the world, including in the
Doesn't it? It does give me like that Asuka vibes. It's like Joshi vibes in general.
hockey for the Tokyo
It's very Joshi-esque.
Championships last year.
I like that soundbite from the I am 84 years old.
Ahead next Wednesday in Milwaukee, but before that, Tuesday night AEW Together event at Vanguard in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for Feeding America.
I think it's 84. That's why I auto-corrected like that. Might be 83.
Still have a chance to join us. AEWTIX.com. Can't wait to be in Milwaukee, JR.
Hell of a show, a great wrestling town.
Gear game is on point this match. The way Jade's gear is like gold, but when you shine on it, it looks green. Like that's incredible. The green and pink gear in general for Starks is awesome. The fuck?
Okay, I get it. Trying to show her up.
Take her to the woodshed.
Yeah, but that's basically what she has done. Look at the face of Jade. She came in with a lot of confidence. That smack.
Hey, this
Wow.
Billy Starks fight back.
Oh, Billy's wrestling around. A lot of valuable experience, as Excalibur mentioned.
I wasn't ready for that spot this match. Now I really want Billy Starks to beat her ass. Like, that was disrespectful as fuck. Backstabber. Halfway there. One day, Craig. One day.
Fallaway slams. Jade Cargill is just so powerful. And, buddy, she is angry, and she's angry about what has been going on with Taya Valkyrie.
We talked earlier about Billy missing school today. It's a holiday for a lot of schools.
Ah.
I wanted to say she's a 4.0 student,
That's right, not just a pro wrestling prodigy.
chasing her dreams. I admire that.
Billy sent
She hit hard, guys.
through
Real hard.
the ropes, and this TBS Championship match, Billy Starks.
I would love to see Taya get involved in this match. At the very least, show us that she's watching in the back or something, or have her come out on the stage and watch the match.
And once again, we want to say hello to everybody watching internationally. We are thrilled about coming to London in August at Wembley Stadium.
All in London.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, you have a
I got great friends in England. I just they're so knowledgeable. We're gonna have a
Pro wrestling is such an art form.
register.
That's right. You still have a
Just such little things that matter so much.
stadium all in London for AEW.
Just now, they went to commercial break. The way she took her time and sitting down on the apron and doing the thing, and then moving right back into, like, the pacing of her steps. She's very clearly working commercial break style, and like, that's not a real thing, but that's what I call it, because they do work differently during commercial breaks, for obvious reasons and less than obvious reasons.
Oh, sure. I get you.
Her leg work is, I hear,
So should I, oh damn, she's hurt. Well, that's definitely a real thing. Oh no, I just don't know if that's what it's called. I know it's a real thing. I just didn't know if that's what they call it specifically. I just call it commercial break style because, like, yeah, you work a slower, more methodical pace, one that can benefit from not being seen because it will not be seen by the majority of the viewing audience regardless. That does, unfortunately, defeat the purpose of commercial-free programming a bit because you want to catch what you're missing, but if it's very missable, then it's kind of pointless. But yeah. No worries. I do appreciate you clarifying regardless, Hex, because yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm just not sure what it's called, if there's a specific term for it, you know? And I'm always scared of coming off like one of those, oh, I know so much about the business, guys. But I really am just a fan who's been watching wrestling a really long time and studying what I watch because I'm interested in it. I'm not about to. I did a couple of rolls in a. I'm not, so I can't be like, oh, I have insider knowledge. I ain't that guy. I can't claim to be that guy. I have people around me like you and Jesse who can. Sorry about my mic here. Sorry if that's making noise. Jade is making an example of Stark. And this is crazy to me, right? Because then you compare this to Stark's match on Dark a few months back with Britt Baker. Not even a few months, like a month ago. And that match was so much more competitive. I want to see Jade versus Britt Baker. Why is this not a match yet? Why hasn't this happened?
Yeah, the pace is key for Jade Cargill here. Really methodical pace as Jade just battering Billy Starks.
Damn. They're all the way down to the mat with that headlock. We're back.
Battle of the Belt 6 continues live here on TNT, and Jade Cargill looking to defend her TBS championship against 18-year-old pro wrestling prodigy Billy Starks. Jade was dominating Billy Starks throughout the picture-in-picture and continues to do so inside the ring.
But you got to hand this 18
It's just been all Jade.
tough. She's taken a lot of punishment. She's on a huge stage with a worldwide audience in there against the champion.
Showing her quickness here and using her feet.
And she's long and she's athletic.
Oh,
And she's 18.
went for the kick. Instead, Jade looking for Jaded.
Yeah, she's young. And the thing is that she's young. I get it. Are we about to go back into Jaded? Okay.
This is just what she needed. Billy charging and a big boot into the ropes. Jade still on the outside.
Oof, that was not good.
Red basket is where that was. Now Billy Stark's going to take flight here.
Billy drop kick to the back of the head. And the opening for the challenger, Jade Cargill, in serious trouble here.
Billy is emotional.
Her boots have slid all the way down.
Situation.
Back elbow by
It's an interesting look, actually.
Billy Starks being sent back into the ring by Jade Cargill. Billy, in her short AEW career thus far, she's crossed paths with Emi Sakura with Red Velvet.
Although I hope that doesn't become a hazard to her. It looks like the lace and stuff and everything has come undone.
DMD, and now with a chance to unseat the TBS.
Drop it, or it's.
Hey, this is the longest I can remember our champion going, Tony.
She doesn't go long in her matches, but she's being pushed in.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill overcoming
She's not really being. Well, I mean,
with the upset.
she's finally getting some offense.
That Tony Schiavone outlined earlier. To kick out that prediction.
Oh, yeah, you know, you're right. Those are her kick pads.
If Billy Starks will win, it'll be one of the greatest.
Tassels. They do kind of look like they have tassels.
And she can do it.
Nice with the flatliner.
Billy Starks, cover. No.
Oh, man. I thought the flatliner did it, Excalibur.
We've seen Billy Starks. She likes to go up to the top, use that big senton bomb.
Hey, Billy is physical. I've seen some things out of Billy Starks that damn sure.
I don't like Billy Khan's hat punched him to death. Punched the shoes right out of his shoes. I can't believe it. It was devastating. And so the shoes' lives. Those shoes had family, damn it.
With the senton bomb,
Oh, yo, finally somebody counters it. I feel like we seldom ever see anybody counter Jaded. Oh. A little rough landing. She's having a hard time there because those kick pads and those loose laces are really getting in her way. Jaded couldn't even stall it out. Well, Jade played with her food for quite a bit. 55-0. That's gross. Stop me, man. Ain't no stopping me. Oh, Taya has just got such good energy. She's bad. She's so bad. I think we found our next CBS champion. She's got to win it. Like, you need somebody with this kind of aura to step to Jade. And she just dropped her. Same Lone Star. It feels so right. Do it. Do it. Viva la vera loca. She don't speak Spanish. I love that bit in NXT. It's just me though. Unless this. I think it's coming. The remainder. Pretty much though. I believe it when I see it. Shit, was this match built to on Ring of Honor? Dang it, this match was built on Ring of Honor. And I missed the episode of Ring of Honor. I should get Honor Club. I think I can afford it. BCC just might be doing a bit of the murder, yeah. So everyone retains. Yeah. If QT and Hobbs win these titles, it'd be wild. It's very cheap. I should, right? I do want to get it, but at the same time, I think I forgot Member City is defending the IWGP. The next New Japan show? Nice. But yeah, Kim. Part of me still likes that you host the... Well, nothing says me getting a Honor Club doesn't mean you still can't host the Brock show. Yeah, I'll invest in it soon. What's the date? Because the thing is, I want to make not all my monthly subscriptions fall in certain, like, on certain days, but I think I'm in the safe zone now. Because I just got Nitro at the end of the month. And there was something else I heard. Oh, yeah, my internet that I just got 2 days ago. This is true, although, like I said, I'm usually busy on Thursdays with my D&D, well, with one of my D&D games. Yes, your boy out here on some D&D shit. Although encore watch parties, that's definitely a possibility as well. My cutlet is going to be a chicken cutlet and not because we need more than oil to use. Oh, that's right. His gimmick was baby oil once upon a time. Oh, man. The remainder of the elite are not as elite. That was a great way to put it, Lone Star. That's pretty much the case. How quickly do they fall? Oh, man, they're going to get slaughtered. They're going to get slaughtered, aren't they? Oh, man. It's like they just laid claim to being the next victims or something. Get in my kitty. They predict below 45 seconds is how long. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like it'll be longer than that just because they'll want to pick them apart. Nothing says they can't just beat them in the match really quick and then just beat their ass for 10 minutes afterwards. Honestly, that's the most efficient way, I'd say, to do a beatdown in something like AEW. You know, the records matter so much. You don't want to run any risk of anything, so just run in, run through, and then get all your extra licks in after the match. By default, it being outside of legal parameters makes it more impactful. Man, looking at this logo just reminds me of the very mid thumbnail I made for this stream. The combination Rampage Battle of the Belts thumbnail, I feel like I could have stood to make it better, and it's a bit oof. It's a bit oof. Looks more like the Christmas Rampage thumbnail.
Powerhouse Hobbs or Champ. That's it. And this match, it makes all the sense in the world. Powerhouse Hobbs beat Phoenix, then he beat Penta. So it only makes sense that we're going to win those tag team titles tonight, right, Champ? Phoenix, Penta, what in the world makes you think you can defeat QT and myself? You can't even get the job done single-handedly for the TNT Championship.
Oh, robot fighting, sorry? Why?
QT and Powerhouse Hobbs walk out tonight as the new ROH Tag Team Champions.
Tonight will be our first defense as Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Hobbs, QT, we are looking for revenge.
Esta noche vamos a cancelar el QTV. Penta says tonight we cancel QTV because we are
Penta says.
Looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Can't wait to get that emote. Get us to 1,000 subs.
AEW Dynamite Keith Lee, Chris Jericho one-on-one plus Swerve Strickland will collide with
I saw someone say I heard someone the other day say that Keith Lee looks like he sat under the tree of knowledge and soaked in all that it had to offer, with how like gray he is, despite how youthful he looks still. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. And also something was pointed out to me. He's got a beard now. When he first came back with the gray hair, he had no beard. I think the beard puts the look together so much better. Love it when John Sidler comes. Right? And then straight to English. I prefer Hobbs. Right?
and it is for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship.
We got the squad on commentary, right?
Introducing first the challengers at a combined weight of 504 pounds.
We got Caprice and Ian. Right? Right?
So, JR, what do you think about QTV?
Nope. Sadness.
Oh, there's aspects of it I like.
Okay.
Well, we saw on QTV earlier tonight.
So it's got a green.
Using Wardlow's
Duly noted.
Powerhouse Hobbs, a custom ride. But right now, not only are we joined by Bobby Cruz inside the ring, we're also joined by longtime voice of Ring of Honor, Caprice Coleman, here up at the desk. Caprice, welcome tonight.
Oh, hey. Okay, we got one half.
Here, I look forward to calling his first title defense for the Lucha Bros. They're gonna have to impose their will as a tag team to beat Powerhouse Hobbs and QT Marshall.
That's awfully tall order, Caprice.
Absolutely.
Impose your will against someone like Powerhouse Hobbs.
Right? Unless we got Caprice. Wait a minute. This is a fight. So, fun facts about this song right here. The verses on it are rapped by Alex Apprehensis. Not the chorus, but the verses.
And Caprice, you were on hand for that Reach for the Sky ladder match where the Lucha Brothers became the ROH Tag Team Champions. What an incredible match that was.
Absolutely. Seeing the Lucha Brothers overcome all the obstacles that they had, the adversity, continue to fight, lets me know that they can
Hit us with the bento walk, yes.
What they will have to do here is force this to be a tag team match and not put themselves in singles situations with Hobbs or QT Marshall. If they can keep the tag team cohesion going, they can keep the tag team titles tonight.
And in that Reach for the Sky ladder match, do want to mention that Dante Martin
Alex Apprehensis is the guy right there. Their manager. He's not a rapper or anything. Like, he's not like a famous musician, I should say.
speedy recovery. All of our thoughts, best wishes with Dante.
I got a
No, not the chorus, but specifically like the verses. Sarah's big fan.
kid. What a great future this kid's got. He'll be back and he'll be better than ever.
All right, this should be a very interesting match. And, you know, we talk about the power of Powerhouse Hobbs and the great tag team, the Lucha Brothers. But let's not sleep on QT Marshall because the guy is a fine professional wrestler. Obnoxious,
Okay, gotcha.
I get it.
Oh no, well that's still the lyrics to the chorus here. But I know which song you're talking about now. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That was still a fun song.
And singles championships opportunities as well. So he knows what Ring of Honor is all about.
No worries.
Hobbs continues to work on his
He's just their manager, you know. I can understand not retaining every single manager's name, especially when every other person or team in AEW has one.
form, his own physique.
It's not like in WWE where you can count the amount of managers on one hand because for years Vince was in charge and his policy was no managers.
Wrestling heading to London, England. Wembley Stadium live on Sunday.
That's so wild.
All in London. Tickets available Friday, May 5th. You can pre-register and get your first shot at the tickets, ticketmaster.co.uk or
I
100.
like I try to put that in perspective.
We are celebrating it. What a debut. Can't wait to get to London.
It's going to be such a big deal to see all of those people there for AEW.
Wembley, 100 years of Warner Media, Warner Brothers celebrating that as well. It all comes together, and QT will have none of it here. Oh boy.
Shot to the midsection there.
I'm going to say
Trip attempted by QT Marshall.
possibly.
Rolling through. Penta elevates up and over. Another
I appreciate Penta's Ring of Honor themed gear,
fear factor.
but him and Phoenix do not match in the slightest.
QT with a sweep.
These guys are smart to go for the cover.
But I can get where that impression can come from, Craig. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Marshall is showing that wrestling side. Sometimes we forget what great athlete QT Marshall is.
Well, let's not get carried away.
What you notice?
You may hear that on the TV.
Well, he will.
His head will swell.
Because he's so obnoxious, and look at that, he's having nothing of this zero fear.
And remember, we saw earlier on QTV that
Ring of Honor.
QT Marshall
That's right.
powerhouse
He was a former Ring of Honor star.
new car for the TNT champion celebrating.
I'd like to see the paperwork on that deal.
I want to know how big those rims were. They're like 30-inch rims.
Powerhouse Hobbs. He's had wins over Ray Fenix. He's had wins over Penta El Cero Miedo in singles matches. And now
Oh, that's pretty cool.
chance to unseat the 7-day-old Ring of Honor
I like that. That's a creative way of like
Teamwork in the corner for
cueing something.
I think that's what it's going to take for them to have to keep that up.
good job by QT.
Slick.
Oh, wow. QT got rocked by Powerhouse Hobbs.
Wrong place, wrong time. QT Marshall. Marshall, my ass.
Drop kick takes Powerhouse.
Marshall my ass, he said. JR. You know, sometimes it's crazy to think JR's been with AEW its entire lifespan. Because that kind of makes him an AEW guy, but to me, he's just a WWE guy 100%. Nice springboard. Outside in. Got caught, though. They're beating Matt Taven, Vinny Marks. Yo. That's actually wild. What a gauntlet to run.
On that physique.
Of course, the Lucha Brothers won the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship 7 days ago at Supercard of Honor. The Reach for the Sky ladder match, outlasting 4 other teams to win the vacant titles. The titles last held by the Briscoe Brothers. Caprice,
Boiling points when he's off. I see.
Ring of Honor.
Wow, that's a while ago. I didn't realize you've been doing this for that long. Something like Steen versus Kingston. That's a crazy match. That must have been a fun time. You should say Steen and his Ring of Honor theme immediately starts playing through my head. Wow, I am wiped on energy.
He's taking on both men here.
Those chops are not going to put down Powerhouse Hobbs.
Did you see QT give Hobbs the cue?
Yep, he sure did.
Man.
And
That's
our main
leadership.
event here on Battle of the Belt 6 continues in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
QT's got some great gear. Kind of been sleeping on it. Looks good. I dig like the white and black.
Harley is already rolling on the videotape on this one. For the next
The balance, the killer specifically.
What an episode that would be if Powerhouse Hobbs
Man, he
captured the
shouldn't be playing with Penta like that.
championship.
Yeah, we could just have a big party and celebrate.
Well, of course
It'd be
they
such a joyous moment.
Powerhouse Hobbs stalking Penta right now.
Hobbs just asserting his dominance, and it's not often you see that happen on the Lucha Brothers.
I'd say QT's a very much, Tony, an opportunist. He's hitched his wagon to the most amazing up-and-coming guy in the company in Powerhouse Hobbs.
Well, Jared's a smart thing to do.
This was my era of Ring of Honor. Unstable were about Tommaso and me for feuding. Steen and Kingston.
Look at this behind the referee's back.
Yo.
Hobbs comes in, and Penta is just
I really need to check out Ring of Honor sooner rather than later.
I think he's tied.
Paul Turner finally freeing Penta from the ropes. Hobbs and QT working very effectively as a tag team, maybe unexpectedly so, Caprice.
JR, you can't.
Okay. Woke me up with that right hand. God damn.
You got heat with JR, buddy. You in bad shape.
Well, I mean, let's don't break our arms patting him on the back, for God's sakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Ross.
Caprice, you missing Ian yet?
Did Jim Ross just shoot on Caprice? I know, right? It actually is really good. It's been done multiple times. And each time, it's like, yes, why wouldn't you do this? I remember the one time he straight up gave up his mask to dive out and break up his brother. I love how rebellious the Lucha Bros are, by the way,
Well, here comes the
in terms of Lucha. Because, like, they've been willing to give up their masks more than once. They've been willing to tear each other's masks up on more than one occasion. Them boys out here saying, we'll fucks with the traditions.
As his brother Penta El Cerro Miedo absorbing a lot of punishment here in this main event Battle of the Belt 6.
Phoenix definitely concerned now because QT Marshall has cut the ring off and has isolated Penta in his side of the ring. And Penta is
Oh, with a little hint of, like, bronze in there as well. I dig that.
credit for that. That's smart.
Apparently, campus of the University of Rhode Island.
Fuck you, QT.
QT, all the hate that he gets around the nation, well deserved. See, look at
I'll
this.
spit it out.
Boy, he got his teeth white.
Wait, what? What was he got in his mouth? What?
Hair, he's remade himself. He's created a new man, a new image.
And a new feature here in AEW. QTV.
Raising his stock. Not only that, Powerhouse Hobbs with a new car courtesy of QT Marshall.
I do really like Phoenix's gear though. Just doesn't match Penta's at all.
Fight out of the corner.
TNT Championship. That's the cash.
Imagine them being like, so what color do you want to have in common this week? Oh, let's go for white. Okay, that's cool. And then they both on the separate occasions think, oh, you know what? I'll just add a little hint of this, you know? Won't make a difference if he's just going to have white. And then they both show up and they're like, wow, that's your idea of white? Wow, that's your idea of white? Well, I just wanted to add a little something.
QT sweeping Phoenix off the apron.
QT and Powerhouse Hobbs done a great
Yes, this is the main event. Has
Lucha Brothers grounded here.
Crowd so behind QT saying, let's go QT. Craig, so if you lose the QT spot. I love that, Craig. That's like the delusions of Roman when he was a babyface at the time. They're not saying, boo, Roman. They're saying, ooh, Roman is so cool. Nice with the power bomb. New Japan show is at 3 a.m. Good luck with that. Okay. Oh man, the fact that I'm almost done with my second energy drink, and my eyes are ready to just forcibly close right now. That was rough. That was a rough backstabber.
Took Hobbs down for the backstabber. And the tag is made.
Took. Nice spin. When did I sleep last? I got up about 6:45 this morning. Got like 3 hours. God. See, you need to not do that to yourself. I went to sleep at like 1:30ish as well. So I'm running off about 5 hours sleep now. Entering hour 18, along with napping by my laptop. I feel that when you just happen to just nod off there. Yeah. I've done that a few times. My neck never forgave me. I still have this little knot at the back of my trap. I get the impression, Cam. But it's perfect. We have a few night owls in the WatchaMania community. One even over on the Talkade side. We appreciate him. EPH, I believe.
A lot of fight left in QT Marshall, no question.
And you can keep up with all the action of Ring of Honor. Join Honor Club.
Cool parts of racing, motorsports, nerd, anime nerd, and wrestling. I love this, Craig. That's what I want to encourage more nerdom in the WatchaMania community outside of wrestling, you know? WatchaMania has always been a space that's welcomed things out other than wrestling, but I don't think I've made it a point to like push that enough. This double team combination is gonna be enough. Okay. So close. At first I thought QT was just gonna kick out.
Disrupting the count.
Corkscrew kick there by Ray Fennec.
Man, he absorbed it, didn't he? Look at this.
Powerhouse.
That's why I've really come to enjoy the WatchaMania Invitationals, because it's been one of the easiest ways for us to incorporate other nerddom into the community while still keeping it at its core.
Train on that one.
Nice.
That's right, this is still anybody's match. Penta up, QT Marshall in a bad situation.
Oh, into the cutter. Oh, damn, that's no. Oh yeah, QT is deceivingly athletic. He used to do that like a handspring Zaguri spot all the time, but once he turned heel, he stopped. He threw that out.
So far in this main event.
A great match, guys. This is a great tag team match. Watch Harley Cameron.
She's very, very concerned.
What does she do for a living?
Part of the QTV crew, but Powerhouse Hobbs getting the tag from QT Marshall.
It just shows how much tag team work.
Ooh, that would be nice, Fred. Yes. Yeah, I'll be like, ooh, that was a cool thing. Ooh, they did that. That looked fun. Oh, wow, that hurt. We'll have like super cookie cutter generic commentary. Oh, I might have to hit y'all with the what a maneuver. Oh, the blatant pluck to the eye. Pluck. What's a pluck? Pluck to the eye. Running. Ray Phoenix out here reminding Commander and Vikingo where they came from. Fun fact, the Kanuki Buster. Yes! This I know to be true, and it's actually wild to me that that was the case when I learned that. And you reminding me that that is the case again is awesome. That is awesome! They really did it. I'm like, don't pin Hobbs now. QT's got to be in this match to take the fall, right? Samojo's a confirmed anime fan. Yo, this both surprises me and does not surprise me. Just sort of called him a bull. Oh my god. Tiger feint kick.
That's a kick to the face that QT could not afford. And Ray Phoenix.
When QT win. The hype man. Ah. Oh no. He did the spray into the eyes. Oh, Phoenix. Oh, they sold me a ticket there. I was fully convinced in that moment that it was about to happen. Brainbuster. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Got him. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Meet a single win. Meet a mix of games. It's a fight with brain. Hanging by, strong. Zeros up, hands down. And we say it loud. Hobbs' first loss. This is his first loss since the triple threat match at Full Gear. When he passed out to Joe after he got power bombed. Hey, there it is for Dynamite. Nice, nice. Oh, this is lovely stuff. This was a fun time. Both these shows came out strong. They hit hard. I'm not sure what I'm going to make the thumbnail. I want to do kind of something for both shows. Not sure if I'm just going to pick one thing. That's probably something I got to do. And then after that, I'm probably going to crash. I wanted to stay up and work on Talkade, but I think I need the slumber because I've been shorting myself all week. Yes, thank you so much, Lone Star Friend. You too have a great weekend. Take care. I'm not certain about what holds for Retro WatchaMania this weekend. Stay tuned to the Discord for that. You are very welcome, Craig. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for both those streams, for one of those streams, whatever point in time y'all have been able to come by, however long you've been able to come by. Thank you so much. WatchaMania isn't anything without y'all. This feels like something special. I always love I just love what we've been able to do with this community. But before I get too gushy, I'm gonna sign off here. Y'all have a good night, okay? Peace out.